Hey guys, it's FifaRalle here and welcome to another video in the Road to the World Cup series, and this time around we are covering Colombia, the first team of Group C, and I think they got a good chance of getting out of the group despite not having Falcao with them. They still got a lot of quality players, but let's get into the squad. On goal we got Ospina. He played 42 games for the national team, and ultimate team wise he is just shocking. It's insane how bad he is. His regular card, his inform card, both of them are just really bad. He didn't seem to be able to save any shots from outside of the area. Like, they just went in, and he was a big disappointment in my opinion. We got Zapata and Olave in the defense. Zapata got around 20 games for the national team. Olave, he has not been representing the national team at all. He's mainly there for his ultimate team stats because he is very good on this year's game and a very solid center back. On the right back, we got a young player in Arias. He only got 4 games for the national team, but he got some decent stats. He's still a bit of a weak link in the defense, in my opinion, compared to the other players, and sometimes he did get overrun in my games. On the left back, we got Romero, and he is a very good player on the left back. He's fast, he got good defending stats, good dribbling and passing as well, and overall a very solid player there. Then we got Guerin, and he's probably one of the most complete midfielders you can get on Ultimate Team. His stats are so well rounded. He got good attacking stats, good free kicks, good shots, and good defensive stats as well, and he played 48 games for the national team. And with 39 caps, we got a Torres on the right center mid, and he got 5-star skills on the game as well, and he was a fun player to use, way better than Ortega in my opinion, and he brought a little bit of flair into the midfield alongside with the inform Moreno, who haven't really been representing the national team in the past few years, but I had to use him in a Colombian squad for the 5-star skills. Of course, he's quite quick, and he got some good dribbling on him. His shooting is decent, but he's not a play to win player in some way on Ultimate Team. He's more of a show-off player and have fun with, I'd say, but still a quite solid player on the center attacking mid. On the left wing, we went with Cuadrado. His inform, he's very fast, good dribbling, 4-star skills, good at going past players. With the only downside to him is his shooting, and okay, his strength as well is a bit of a downside to him as well. But apart from that, a very fun player to use. On the right wing, we got Rodriguez, and he's a good player, good passing and dribbling on, and the 4-star skills as well. He's not that quick for a winger. Could have gone with his second inform on the center attacking mid spot maybe, but I felt there were so many central players from Colombia that were great that I went with him as a right wing, the regular card. And on the top, we have Falcao. His shooting is ridiculous. He got 4-star skills, good heading as well, despite not being that tall. He's not the fastest, but that doesn't really matter too much because his other stats kind of makes up for it. It's a big shame that he's injured and not going to represent Colombia at the World Cup, because he's one of the players I was looking forward to see play at the World Cup. And yeah, it's just a big shame he's injured, and it just makes room for other strikers from Colombia, but still I would have liked to see him play. But let's move on to the substitution bench. We got Yepes, which is quite old, but he got a lot of games for the national team, and the same thing applies for Pereira. He is also getting quite old, but he's still extremely fast for center back, and I maybe should have put him into the starting 11 instead of Olave. On the right back, we got Vélez, left mid Zuniga as a substitute for Romero. On the left back, he did a quite good job there in my opinion. Then we got Ortega as a substitute for Torres, and Ortega got the 5-star skills as well, but I just didn't like playing with him. I found Torres way better than him, but still another 5-star skill you can throw into a Colombian squad if you want to. Then we got Quintero for center attack mid substitute, and he is really good. Good free kicks, good passing on, and good dribbling, 4-star skills as well, and he was an overall good player to use. We got Ramirez. He was the substitute for Guerin, and he got all-round solid stats in my opinion. And Aquila, a bit more of a defensive-minded player. He might work out quite well in a 4-2-3-1, I'd say, because attacking-wise, he's not very good. I had a few shots with them, and they just went sky high. So yeah, defensive-wise he's quite good, but attacking not so much. We got Castillo as a substitute for Cuadrado because of his 4-star skills. He's quite quick as well. His shooting is quite bad, and his strength is a bit of a letdown, and he's far from as good as Cuadrado. On the right wing we got Riascos, and he is extremely fast, he's strong. His shot is not that great, but his strength and his pace and the 4-star skills makes him a very fun player to use on Ultimate Team. Then we got Jackson Martinez, and I think he's a player you probably will see at the World Cup, playing as a striker for Colombia instead of Falcao, and he got some very good stats on Ultimate Team as well. He's big, he's strong, good headers, 4-star skills, And the final striker I went with was Muriel. He haven't really played much for the national team, and there's really a lot of striker options for Colombia. On Ultimate Team as well, you can go with Ramos, you can go with a Babu. There's so many options, but I decided to go with the 4-star skillers. But let's get into the gameplay. The first goal is with Guerin, a lovely long distance free kick. His free kicks are quite good. The only downside to them is the curve. Sometimes it can be a little bit difficult to curve it around the wall or get the dip on the shots, but his other stats are really, really good, and you can definitely score some nice free kicks with him. Then we got a few other players in the midfield, and when talking about the midfield, I'd say the midfield I went with is probably not the best midfield to win games with. I think if you maybe play a 4-1-2-1-2 and then play with 2 strikers and get maybe Babu, Muriel, something like that on the top, and then have maybe Guerin and maybe Aguilar or Moreno or something like that in the midfield on the center attack mid and center defensive mid spot, you'll probably have a bit more solid team to win games with, because I sometimes felt with the midfield, especially with Moreno and Torres together, even though they could do skill moves and are fun to play with, sometimes they made it difficult to get the spot on passes you wanted, and they would not really do that much defensive work either. So in that respect, like looking at them on that way, like they were not the best, but they did the job all right and were definitely fun to play with attacking wise. But sometimes the midfield could lack a little bit in the squad, and then you had the defense areas was decent, but sometimes he would let me down a little bit, and you would lack him on the right back spot, which might be one of the weak spots in the defense. And the final weak spot of the team is the goalkeeper in Ospina. He just cannot save anything, and if you're going to build a Colombian squad, maybe try and get a different keeper and maybe switch up the defense a little bit so you can get a better right back. But apart from that, the rest of the squad is amazing to play with. The attacking options, there's so many, and I didn't even get everyone into the squad on the substitution bench because there's so many good Colombian attacking players on the game. It's ridiculous, and they're just really fun to play with. They got some really good stats. They're strong, they're fast, they got 4-star skills, a lot of them. And here you see Jackson Martinez scoring some quite nice goals. And then finally we have the big goal, the nice, awesome goal we scored with Falcao. And just look at that finish. It is ridiculous. It fires into the far corner on a crazy volley, and that was one amazing goal from Falcao there. That just shows how amazing his shooting is on the game. Lovely finish there. He flicks it to the side and he just hits it into the top corner, and I just had to watch all of the replays of this goal because that was a beauty, that goal. And that is pretty much where this video is also coming to an end. The next team we'll be covering, I'm not too sure. I'm thinking of Greece, but I'm also thinking of going to Group D, pick out Uruguay, then for the next episode after that, go to Group E, maybe pick France, then F for Argentina, and then that way get some of the more high-profile teams at the World Cup, because I do not think I'll be able to get through all the groups before the World Cup starts up. So I'm thinking of going through all the best teams in each group, and then go back to Group C and start on the second team, and then go through the second best teams in all the other groups, and so on. So if you think that would be a cool idea, let me know. Or should I go with Greece and go group by go through every single group for all the teams before I move on to the next one? What do you think? Let me know down in the comments. And that is where this video is going to end off. I hope you did enjoy it, and we'll be back again tomorrow with another video. And that's all. Thank you for watching, and I will talk to you later.